Hello guys, very good morning. Today we will learn about lunges. What is the correct form and technique for lunges and how important is this exercise and which exercise group we have to add this lunges. Okay, so first this exercise is better than squat or any other exercises like leg press, leg extension, hip thrust. Okay, because when we do any exercise in legs where both feet are on the ground, that time your quadricep muscle group is working, hamstring working, and in gluteal group only one muscle, the big muscle gluteus maximus is working. Okay, but there are two other muscles in gluteal group, the gluteus medius and minimus, and the both muscles stabilize and balance when we lift one leg in the air, either partially or full time. Like if I am doing lunges, so when I lift my leg, now my body might collapse, but as soon as I lift this, the other two muscles are activated and now they are holding my hip, so I will not fall that side. So this is the function of the other muscles like gluteus medius and minimus. So that is the difference when we do squat. In squat, this movement, okay, so there is no challenge for gluteus medius and minimus because I did not lift my leg in the air unless I do this movement and they start activated. Okay, so these two muscles only get activated when I lift my one leg in the air. Okay, either for like some time or maybe when I am doing all the repetitions. So either you are doing lunges or step up, that time these two muscles are getting activated. So whole muscle group of gluteal group is working together when we do this exercise. That is the reason it is better than squat. So when you doing legs workout, so after squat and deadlift, third exercise should be either lunges or step up. So there is difference between lunges and step up. Both in both exercises the gluteal group is working, but step ups are like a little advance of lunges. Same as when we do deadlift, we directly do not do deadlift. We first make our lower back stronger with back extension exercises like this one. When you have enough strength in lower back, then you move to deadlift. Same thing here, when we do lunges, where we make enough strong our gluteal muscle group which stabilizing, then we switch to step up. So it means step up is the advanced form of lunges. So if you can do step up, then you do not have to do lunges. Okay, so let's talk about lunges. First we will learn how to do lunges. Okay, so you have to learn some basic thing. The first thing is stance. So stance should be shoulder width. Do not keep your stance like this, and you have to maintain that stance all the way. So when you stepping forward, okay, you have to keep this line. Okay, do not put your foot this way, otherwise body will be disbalanced or imbalance. So what you have to do when you are moving your step forward, just keep the line following this way. Okay, so like this, same line. Do not change the stance when you're moving forward. Okay, do not take long step when you're doing lunges like this, not that much. Okay, you have to take smaller steps. So when we are doing lunges, your whole body weight should be on your front leg, on your working leg when we doing. That is the important thing you have to learn about lunges. So suppose if I am doing squat, this one, and if I am doing lunges, this one, the same thing, only stance direction is changed, otherwise the whole body weight is on distributed equally on my both leg like this. Either I do squat this way or this way, no difference. So why we do lunges? We do lunges just to challenge our gluteal medius and minimus, the stabilizing and balancing muscles. Okay, so they will get activated only when we do this movement and you make sure your whole body weight is shifting on the front leg, on working leg, and the back leg should be completely free like this. Okay, so when we are doing lunges, make sure your whole body weight is on front leg. So what you have to do, just take step and try to push your body forward. You try to push your knees forward as much as possible without lifting your heel. You don't have to lift your heel like this. So push your knee forward as much as possible. It means you are moving forward with your body weight on front leg. So right now my back leg is completely free. Then you will get challenge here on your working leg. Otherwise it is like same thing as squat. If both legs are on the ground and holding equal weight, then it means there is no challenge for gluteus medius and minimus, the balancing muscles. Understand? So second thing, what you have to do, you have to shift your whole body weight on front leg and the back leg will be almost free. Okay, so and take smaller step, not very big step, because if you take big step you will not be able to move your whole body weight on front leg. Okay, normal step, not very close like this. Okay, slightly wider than your walking step. So this is your walking step, slightly bigger than your walking step, and you have to maintain this gap. Okay, so first thing, stance. Second thing, step. Third thing, move your body, hold the body weight on your front leg. Non-working leg should be almost free, like in the air. Okay, so when I am lifting my leg from now till I again place here, in between this time period the whole body weight is on my one leg, and that time these muscles are working, the gluteus medius and minimus. So our main purpose to do lunges is to activate the other two muscles, gluteus medius and minimus, which function is stabilize our hip joint. Okay, that's why we do lunges or step up. So you will not get that benefit in squat or leg press or leg extension. Understand? That's why we have to add lunges or step up in our workout schedule for the best gluteal group muscles training. Okay, so now you understand why lunges or step up different from squat. So this is mandatory to add lunges or step up in your workout schedule. You can skip leg press or leg extension, but you do not have to skip this exercise because this is really important. Okay, and now we are doing this particular moment. In that moment you have to keep your eyesight fixed. So if there is a mirror in front of you, then look at yourself in the mirror. Otherwise you can fix an object. Until you finish your all the repetitions, do not move your gaze. Okay, fix your eyesight. When you doing, fix your eyesight. Okay, this is also important, because and when you doing this, keep your neck in neutral position so you will be able to breathe properly. Inhale and exhale. So if I extend my neck like this, then my tongue will push windpipe behind, so it will be very difficult to inhale and exhale. If I keep my neck neutral, so this is the best position for proper breathing. That's why you have to keep in mind, keep your neck neutral. You know, many people, if you seen, if they do deadlift or squat, they try to stretch their neck like this. So this is the wrong position. You do not have to stretch or do not have to extend your neck. This is not good for breathing pattern. Okay, so neck neutral, eyesight fixed, and now breathing. So every exercise has a starting point, and that particular starting point you have to change breathing. Okay, so first inhale, finish your repetition, then exhale with mouth. Again, first inhale, finish your repetition, then exhale. That will be the breathing style. Okay, so when you inhale and block the air, then your body will become rigid, tight, compact, so you will be able to generate more force. Your body will work in a one single unit. Okay, and Okay, so let's try 5 repetitions. Okay, so this is my starting position. First inhale, you can keep your hands here, anywhere, no problem. Okay, so if you are doing with body weight, then your position will be like, it is better for balancing. Okay, so first inhale, take step, okay, and go down and then come back. Exhale again, inhale, step, exhale again, inhale, step, back, exhale. Okay, and when we are doing this movement, so you have to directly shift your body weight in this direction. Okay, do not stand up and then come back. Okay, do not step up and then come back. The pathway should not be like this, because when I do this stand up, it means my both legs are holding the weight, and then I am moving. After that, it means the movement is parallel to the ground, so you are not getting challenge, because when any object, if you move any object parallel to the ground, it will not give you resistance. So from this point, okay, so when I am going up, that time my muscles are getting challenged, but from here to here in this movement there is no challenge. So what you have to do, you directly come back. Okay, do not just stand up and then come back. What you have to do, take step, sit down fully, push your knees forward, your chest will be at this line, half the middle of your this thigh muscles. Okay, quadricep half. So your body will be in tilted position like this. So on the bottom position, your position will be like, so your heel and your chest will be in the same line like this. So you have to sit on your front leg, and when coming back, okay, directly push with your heel, not with your front foot. You cannot generate force from front foot. This is for balance only. So all the body weight on front leg. Now you have to kick back with your heel. Okay, so now you understand. Take step and come back directly with heel. Force with your heels. Okay, like this, direct movement. So your lunges movement should be this way, not this way. Okay, so this is body weight lunges, and if you do like 10-15 repetitions easily with body weight, then you have to increase the intensity, and for intensity increasing, you have 2-3 options, like you can hold weight in your hands, or you can put barbell here. Okay, so the barbell is the best option, because when we are holding the weight in our hands, so our assisting muscles, means forearm will be get fatigue before our prime mover, because legs muscles are so heavy, so strong. So before these muscles get tired, your forearm will be feeling like tired. So you will stop the set because of this forearm fatigueness, not because of the prime mover fatigueness. Understand? So never try to do lunges with holding weights in your hands like this, dumbbell or plates or kettlebell. Many people do this. They hold all the weights in hands and they do lunges. So the first disadvantage is you will get fatigue with your forearm, and you have to stop weight because of this, not because of the prime mover fatigue. The second disadvantage is when we do lunges with holding weight in hands, it will give you swinging movement. So it will disbalance again, because this movement is moving different from your body movement. Okay, so these are two disadvantages of holding weight in your hands while doing lunges. If I do lunges with barbell, then barbell becomes a part of our body. It works in a unit. So when I am holding here, and this area, the trapezius muscles are super strong. So you will not feel fatigue here by holding weight. You can hold as much as weight you can here in this position. So you can do lunges easily by doing this movement with barbell. Okay, so if you can do body weight lunges easily, then switch to the barbell. Okay, so that's how you increase the intensity slowly. And one more important thing, when you do any exercise where both limbs are working together, it's like isolateral movement. Okay, in isolateral movement, both limbs, either both hands or legs, are working together, and in bilateral movement, both limbs are working together but with one object. And the third thing is unilateral movement. So lunges are like unilateral movement. Unilateral means you have to use one limb and then you have to switch other limb. Okay, so in this situation, what you have to do, if you are doing lunges with weight, then you finish your whatever the repetitions you taking in that particular set. Suppose if you are doing 10 repetitions the lunges, then you have to finish 10 repetition and then take a break for 1 or 2 minutes at advanced level. Okay, then you have to switch with other leg, then you finish the other leg. Why? Because you know, so suppose if I started with this leg, so this leg's muscles were fresh when I started. After 10 repetitions, this is fatigue. Okay, these muscles are exhausted. But you know, when I start with immediately, I am starting with this, so these muscles are fresh but my heart is still on the top, like heart rate is still on the top. So you have to wait until your heart rate goes down normal, then only the same performance will be here. Because when your heart is in rested position, when your heart is going down, heart rate is going down, then it will give enough blood supply and oxygen to this new fresh muscle groups. So you can train both muscles equally with equal energy and equal performance, equal strength. But if you finish 10 repetitions with this and then immediately start, so there will be compromise in poundage, not because of the muscle strength, because of your heart is already fatigued, your heart is already tired. So you have to give, because the heart is single, these muscles are different but heart is single, it was working for here, so you have to give a little bit break, so heart rate will come down, then it will be able to perform here same as it did there. Okay, that is the reason when you are doing any exercise, it also applies on hands. If you are doing anything with single hand, then when you switch the other, then take break for 1 or 2 minutes, so your heart rate will go down and your ATP recovery will be there. So you will be able to perform that with the same strength as you did this with the first leg or first hand. Okay, you understand? So this is the lunges we talked about. I hope you understand everything. Now next time whenever you start your workout plan in legs workout, you have to place this lunges or step up exercise after deadlift and squat. Okay, either you started with squat first or deadlift, doesn't matter, but third exercise should be either lunges or step up to you, what is your strength. If you are very good at this, then you should start with step up, because step up are better than this lunges, because in lunges you are lifting your leg partially in the air. So from here to here your gluteus medius and minimus muscles are activated, but when you put your leg here again, so this is not now working. Again when you lift, so from here to here, then rest, and from again here to here and then rest. In lunges what happened when you are doing lunges? Okay, so when you doing step up, so in step up your one leg is in the air whole time until you finish your set. So if I am doing 10 repetitions or maybe single rep, then I have to lift my leg like this, and the bench should be, or the wooden box should be at that height. So you have to sit on your one leg and then come up. So whole time when you doing repetitions, your leg is in the air and it will be more challenging. That's why step up is better than lunges if you compare with lunges. But you have to choose one exercise in your workout schedule when you're doing legs workout. So if you have any confusion in this exercise, any form technique in this lunges, okay, please write me on the comment box and we will talk about it later in upcoming videos. Thank you so much.